under provocation, that means it's already premeditated. Because you are hearing that there is a door-to-door movement. You don't want them to come and knock on your door.
I say they dare not. Even if they drink all the beer, that's in the brewery. Do
you think they will know you are the one who lives there? They are just doing a door-to-door campaign. Join the movement. Join the winning team ahead of 2027. But let's focus on what's missing. So first of all, yes or no? Do you believe President Tinubu will not run in 2027?
If health allows Tinubu, he will want to run in 2031.
What about the north-south zoning?
I say if health allows Tinubu, he will want to run in 2031.
So you thought
if health allows Tinubu will want to be another Paul Biya. Understand?
In a democratic country such as Nigeria,
Paul Biya is a civilian. Understand me? Paul Biya is a civilian.
Do you think Nigerians and other people who have ambitions within the political elite will allow that?
Paul Kagame is a civilian. Museveni transits from a military man to a civilian. So Chukwuemeka don't know Tinubu from a distance. Tinubu is power drunk. Tinubu is power conscious. Understand? So if health allows him, he will want to turn Nigeria into
power drunk. He hasn't run as many times as Atiku Abubakar of the PDP has run. If he were power drunk, wouldn't he have been running before 2023?
He waited for his time. He waited for his time. Understand me? And he used that opportunity. Understand? He would have run in 2015, but he knew that it was the turn of the North, and he needed the North to win. So he deliberately gave Tinubu that power. Go after 8 years, it becomes my turn, and that's why 2023 he said it's now my turn. Understand me? So if health allows him, he will want to become another Paul Biya in Nigeria because he is power drunk. Understand? So he is already an emperor in this state that we are. So he will want to expand his kingdom, and that's what he is doing at the moment. So Chukwuemeka is wrong.
So here's one more thing that Eze Chukwuemeka is saying about people asking him on Amaechi's direction ahead of 2027. He talked about the fact that this current administration is not concerned about the problems of the country, as their only focus is to manipulate the process to retain power in 2027, which has failed. And this is an APC chieftain right there, right now. With this whole talks of Amaechi is the best person to defeat Tinubu in 2027, Tinubu may not run, let's rally behind Amaechi. Could there actually be something going on behind the scenes, like what I like to call political permutations ahead of that 2027 as regards Amaechi? Because Amaechi himself is not saying anything. He's largely stayed off, political conversations. Discussions
is going on behind the scene, and this is what happens whenever a nation is near the corner. People that are holding meetings, secret meetings everywhere, and Amaechi has been nursing his wound, because 2015 he was the campaign DG of Buhari, because he brought the bulk of the money that was used in sponsoring Buhari in 2015. A lot of the money came from Rivers State, because Amaechi knew what will happen if Jonathan gets a second term, because he was already in the bad book of Jonathan. So he used he gave the treasury of Rivers State to the APC campaign, which he was the campaign DG. Then in 2019, Buhari also appointed him as his campaign DG. Then 2023, he felt that it's now my own turn, that Tinubu will now hand over to him after retaining him as transport minister for 8 years. So when the 2 hours before Tinubu was announced at their primary, it was Amaechi's name that everybody was talking about. Understand? But things changed. So Amaechi came to the APC primary to win. Because even at the primary, people were saying that Tinubu, that Buhari was supporting Amaechi, that Amaechi was Buhari's candidate. But about 2 hours later, things changed. That's why I keep on saying that 24 hours is a long time in politics. So he has been quiet and nursing his wound. Everybody know that he's not happy with APC at the moment.
So if he gets the opportunity to run against President Tinubu in 2027 and likely win, you believe he's going to grab it with both hands?
Well, I don't know the party that he might be running with, but I know that something serious will happen in APC before 2026. Understand? Something serious will happen. I'm seeing a division in APC before 2026.
What kind of division, and what could bring that about?
Implosion. There are a lot of people in the party that are not happy. There are a lot of people in the party that are not happy. So what APC is doing to other political parties like Labour Party and PDP will happen to APC.
What APC is doing to these parties, or what these parties are doing to themselves?
No,
what these parties are allowing to happen to them?
What APC is doing, APC is sponsoring people to destabilize the other parties.
If that's the case, these are people who, according to you, if they are sponsoring people, aren't these people who have been in the party for years? Can the party realize that there are people who are engaged in anti-party activities? It's kind of the same thing we've been talking about the PDP for the longest time.
Don't have
Wike, this person, that person, G5, all of these people trying to sabotage the party, but the PDP is not doing anything about it. Can we be crying more than the bereaved?
Some people don't have the character. We are crying for Nigeria. We are crying for Nigeria because Nigeria needs better. We're not supposed to be getting what we are getting at this point in time. Nigeria needs better, and any coalition that should make that possible should be encouraged.
Any coalition that will make that possible should be encouraged. Now, while we're talking about this, someone else, a northern chieftain, or we could say a northern elder, who was the former national secretary of the Congress for Progressive Change (CPC) and a key figure in the new Nigerian People's Party (NNPP), Buba Galadima, has warned former Vice President Atiku Abubakar against running in 2027 presidential election. He has also claimed that former Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai is merely a placeholder for Atiku in the SDP. Is that something that you believe? He's not the first person who's calling for Atiku to step down. Yesterday, Hakim Baba Ahmed said, both Peter Obi, Tinubu, Atiku, all of these people, and even Kwankwaso, all of them should not run in 2027, saying we need younger minds. But this time around, what's emerging is, El-Rufai is standing in place of Atiku in the SDP. That is, he is trying to say that we might be seeing a defection of Atiku to the SDP very soon.
Well, for me, Buba Galadima don't have that right to tell Atiku not to run. He's not Atiku's father. Understand me? Atiku is an adult. The constitution qualifies Atiku to run. Atiku should make his own decision. He should weigh himself, because for me, I know that age is not on Atiku's side. By 2027, Atiku will be 80. And the office of the presidency is a 24 hours job. It is not for people who are not mentally and physically strong. So, but I cannot decide for Atiku. Neither can anybody decide for Atiku. Atiku knows what is good for him. But if he picks a ticket, Nigeria will now decide whether to vote for him or not. But constitutionally, he is qualified
to run as many times as he wants to run, as long as he gets his party's ticket. The constitution did not put any time frame for an aspirant. You can aspire for 50 years. It's only if you win, you will not go beyond the 2 terms. So there's no limitation for aspiration. Atiku has been aspiring. So Buba Galadima cannot tell him not to run. But what about what he said about RFI being a placeholder for Atiku in the SDP. Adewale Adebayo, who's the presidential candidate of the party, has said he will run in 2027 and that the SDP is not a vehicle of vengeance for people who feel that they are disgruntled with the current administration. So how can RFI be a placeholder?
But I have read where Adebayo said that if a better candidate comes, that he can step down. And SDP,
so he's speaking from two sides of the mouth.
And SDP is not the only party in the country.
Okay, so you're seeing a situation whereby a strong candidate can go and join an unknown party, like what happened with Peter Obi and the Labour Party before 2023.
That's what P2B did. So another candidate can also do it if he has the integrity, understand me, and the wave that
but would you say RFI joining the SDP created that kind of wave? Has it put the SDP more in the news? Has it labeled it as, can we say, is now one of the top 4 political parties in the country?
Well, it did because many people, many APC candidates in Kaduna State defected to SDP, understand, and they're not a prominent. That it has brought SDP up, understand. So I know that coordination is going on, but I don't know which umbrella they will find themselves. It could be SDP, it could be any other party.
All right, I want to, because of our time, and before we go, I want to quickly talk about the Conference of Nigerian Political Parties, that's the CNPP, and the Coalition of National Civil Society Organizations, saying that security agencies rather should not shield Mele Kyari against prosecution, saying they've been vindicated as there has been persistent calls from these organizations for a probe of the NNPCL under the leadership of Mele Kyari. Mele Kyari is no longer the group CEO or chairman of the NNPCL as it is right now. There is a new sheriff in town, Bayo Ojulari, who has sacked the managing directors of the Port Harcourt, Warri and Kaduna refinery, all of whom are currently under probe by the EFCC. But Mele Kyari said he wasn't invited, he has no question to answer, and he served the NNPCL and Nigeria with the fear of God when he was a group CEO.
Well, Kyari is a sacred cow. He knows a lot of things in the downstream sector. I know when Chief Richard Akinjide was alive, he used to say if he talks what he knows about Nigeria will burn. So if Kyari should talk, Nigeria will burn because he knows a lot.
Nigeria will burn.
How
can Nigeria burn because of the words of one man? We have seen different things happen in this country and Nigeria did not burn.
The 2023 election, the money came from Malta.
Okay.
The 2023 election.
How so? And I mean, how do you know that?
Or the money came from Malta. Understand? The 2015 presidential election, the money came from Lagos and Rivers. So, Mele Kyari have been in the industry and know who is doing what in the industry. So that's why they are giving him that preferential treatment. Ordinarily, if he doesn't know what he knew, EFCC will have arrested him immediately.
Wait,
he was
so
sacked.
You agree with these organizations that are saying that security agencies are shielding him?
They are shielding him because of what he knows.
If that is the case, don't the Port Harcourt, Warri and Kaduna refinery MDs that were sacked also, they don't know anything?
What happened in Warri? They would not have allowed him to go out of this country. So for me, the civil society groups can make a noise, but Mele Kyari is a sacred cow. This is a man who came to the Senate and told them that when he is ready, he will tell them what is happening in the oil sector.
And he didn't say anything until he was sacked.
Understand me? He told them when he is ready that he would do it at his own time. And the senators allowed him to go. So he's a sacred cow. He's a sacred cow. Government should have tell us that thing that you want to tell us. That era has passed. Understand? The man has quietly handed over and moved on.
So nobody's going to answer for the fact that Nigeria does not have a functional national refinery at the moment.
Is anybody answering that Nigeria don't have